Breaking news from Canada. Breaking news from Canada. Just yesterday, Canada made an announcement telling the world that it has planned to reduce the number of temporary residents in the country. Yes, that is the breaking news. And I'm going to tell you how this will affect applicants. The good side, the bad side. That is what I'll be telling you in this video, so that we can also plan together and I can also tell you the way forward. Like, when I bring what is trending here, I also come with solutions if I have it. So today, I will be telling you how this is going to impact visa applicants and what you have to do. For the very first time ever, Canada came out and said they want to reduce the temporary residents in the country. And this is coming as a shock because not too many people expected this. But this wasn't something I was expecting, but I was expecting something around this kind of announcement they gave, because for some time, a lot of people have been reaching out to me, telling me for over 4 months, 5, 6, 7 months, they have not heard or received any update or messages from IRCC concerning their visa applications. Even to the extent that there are people who were supposed to resume school January this year. Behold, till now, many of them have not received any message from IRCC as regards their student visa applications. Well, it's what it is. Life must move on. There will always be a way. When one door closes, another door opens. So now, I am going to break these statements down to you so that you can understand better. Because when I tend to just say it here, many of you might not really feel it. So let me break it down to you so that you will understand better and have a sense of direction where we are going and where we are coming from. So it reads, for the first time ever, Canada plans to reduce its temporary residents and set a cap on temporary immigration. Now they have a number of temporary residents they want in their country. And in this video, as we read further, I will tell you the implication of this. So we move. Immigration Minister Mark Miller disclosed this on Thursday, March 21st, yesterday, while discussing the latest government efforts to address a housing shortage and stretched essential services. They have been saying this since last year, because since Canada put in place that temporary visa that will allow visitor visa holders to come to Canada, look for a job, attend job interviews, and if given an LMIA job, they can be able to apply for a work permit and legally work in Canada. Since they put that temporary policy in place, the number of people going to Canada drastically increased. And last year alone, they had close to 500,000 international students in Canada. So they feel like the essential amenities there, they've been overstretched. You understand? So now they want to reduce it. And also, it has become difficult for people to even find housing. Buying of houses to buy a house in Canada right now is super expensive. People who are looking to rent rooms, apartments, they are finding it difficult. because even the ones that are available, they are very, very pricey. That is to say, they are very, very expensive. So, because the Canadian government, they have a sense that it is because people are just too much in number currently in Canada, and this has created the ability for people to quickly and easily find houses to buy and rent. So they want to reduce it. So that is what they are telling us here. And also, we go further. In recent years, Canada has seen a sharp rise in international students, foreign workers, and other temporary residents who came to the country on time, limited visas, as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government relied on immigration to drive economic growth and plug labor gaps. However, the population growth has led to a strain on housing and services provided by the provinces, such as education and healthcare. To ameliorate this, the government wants to reduce temporary residents to 5% of the total population over the next 3 years from 6.5% in 2023. Miller said that would be a cut of about 20% from Canada's 2.5 million temporary residents in 2023. Now, let me break this place down to you so that you can understand better. What they are telling you here is that now, in 2023, Canada had 2.5 million temporary residents. Now, they want to reduce that number by 20%. That is, if the 20% of 2.5 million residents is 500,000 residents. So in the next 3 years, they want to make that number 2 million. And for them to be able to achieve this, they must now start to reduce the temporary visas they are giving to people to come to their country. Like I said earlier, I said I will tell you the implication of this announcement. The Canada visas, the Canada temporary visas that are flying left and right, they are going to reduce a little bit. And the rate of refusal is going to go up. That is what, automatically, that is what this means. Because if they want to reduce the number of temporary residents in Canada, they must have to start from reducing the temporary visas they are giving to people from outside to come to the country. So for those of you who already have the Canada different types of temporary visas, like the work visas, student visas, tourist visas, it's a blessing. And for those of you who already applied and you are still waiting for a response, you also have an advantage. Because now, for those of you who already applied, they may want to quickly just attend to those people. Then those people that will be applying fresh will not find it easy, a little kind of like those of you already applied. So now, when you are applying, you have to make sure that you are applying the right way. Because now there's going to be proper scrutiny of your visa applications. Because what they are telling us here is that if last year, for example, I'm just giving an example with this number. If last year they gave visa to, let's say, 1 million visitor visas were given last year, because of these announcements they have made now, they will not give that kind of number this year. They may decide to give like 700,000 or 800,000 tourist visas. I'm just giving an example. So it is also very, very important to note here, for those of you who are applying now, take the time, make you quick apply. Because when this thing starts like this, it is not going to just be tough immediately. It is going to be tough as time goes by. So for people that will apply now, they will find it a little bit easier. No, not easier. For people that will apply now, they will stand a brighter chance to get it more than people that will apply later this year. Because the reduction is going to start little by little. So let me read further and give you a breakdown. That's how we do it here. You understand, from the source. So now Miller will convene a meeting with his provincial and territorial counterparts in May to finalize all this. Miller said, in his words, "We need to ensure the number of temporary residents entering the country is at a sustainable level." Sustainable level, mark that word. Now, they are trying to let you know here that the visas they gave before, they couldn't sustain the pressure that came with it. That is to say, they gave a lot of visa, more than usual. Because during COVID, they had labor shortage. So because of that labor shortage, they had to answer by making these visas available and reducing the strictness on their visitor visa, reducing the rigidity so as to make it flexible. Because before now, you cannot come to Canada with a visitor visa to look for work. But because of that COVID issue, that temporary was put in place. So now we move forward. Starting this fall, for the first time, we will expand the immigration levels, plan to include both temporary resident arrivals and permanent resident arrivals, he said, referring to the federal government's immigration targets. I will repeat that, please. Starting this fall, for the very first time, we will extend the immigration levels plan to include both temporary resident arrivals and permanent resident arrivals, he said, referring to the federal government immigration targets. In January, Canada announced a 2-year cap on the intake of foreign students and said it will stop giving work permits to some students after graduation as it seeks to rein in record numbers of newcomers. So now, after saying all this, my advice to every one of you here is that for those of you who already applied for these various Canada temporary visas, work visas, student visas, visitor visas, trust me, many of you are going to start receiving messages. Yes. It is going to be on a slow pace. But I believe after that meeting that Immigration Minister Mark Miller will be having with his territorial counterparts in May, after that meeting, I believe a lot of people will get messages, both refusals and acceptance. And I am hoping every one of you here on my channel gets positive news from Canada and not rejection. Because me, I'm always praying for every one of you to get these visas, because it is always a good feeling for me whenever somebody call me and tell me, "Hey, Nusa Comedy, I have just been given this country's visa." It's always a good thing for me. So I am here rooting for you guys. And please, Just be patient. If you have not heard from IRCC, you will hear from them. It is usually constant for you to hear from them. It is either they send you a refusal message or they send you a message for you to submit your passport. But I hope for those of you who are hearing my voice, if you can hear my voice now and you have applied for this visa or you are going to apply for this visa, I pray that every one of you here that will apply for this Canada visa and other countries' visas will be able to get it. So this is the update for the week. This announcement was made yesterday, so I decided to bring it to you like in the hot. In the comment section of this video, please let me know what you want me to make a video on, because I am not just here for myself. I am here for you guys. And also don't forget, give this video a big like, please. And also, somebody told me that whenever I drop a video, they don't get the notification. I told that person that is because you have not clicked the notification bell on my channel on. That notification here, put it on. Whenever I drop a video, trust me, in minutes, mass, you don't get the updates. Say no comment, you don't drop new video. So guys, till I see you in my next video, guys. Respect. And don't forget, I give a remedy to all this. Stop procrastinating. Apply now. Stop procrastinating. Apply for these visas now. Because it is now becoming obvious that on a regular basis, as time goes by, the Canada immigration is becoming tougher on these visa rules. So please apply now and have a good one. Respect.